Hello and welcome back to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a look at Cardano. When should you invest? So let's start off on CoinMarketCap and we'll have a look at some of the key stats before we move across to the charts and have a look at what's been going on recently and in the past. So Cardano, which is ADA, currently ranked number 7 out of all cryptocurrencies, with a coin price of just hovering about 12 cents. Today's price, we are up 1.61% on the day's trading. To get a bit of an insight of the stats of Cardano, the total supply is 31.1 billion tokens, and just under 26 billion of them are in circulation. There is a maximum supply of 45 billion ADA. Today's volume, we are on just over $224 million and a market cap of $3.2 billion. Scrolling across to the market pairs, you can see where most of the volume is happening. So as you can see, we do have a fair chunk of it going on Binance. We've got 23% of it going on, and that's against BTC and the Tether. And as you can see, we have listed on a lot of exchanges, and as you can see, yep, 143 pairs, and that's just listed on CoinMarketCap. So as you can see, it is a widely traded coin. What I want to move down just next is just have a look at the all-time highs, so it will help us on the chart when we go across. So the all-time high was at the end of that insane bull run what we had in 2017, and it finished up in January 2018. As you can see there, we hit $1.33. So I mean, if you're still buying at these levels at 12 cents, and you should expect these coins to make the all-time highs again. And from looking at CoinMarketCap, you would think it's a great opportunity, but to find out more about that, we do need to take a look at charts, and that's what we'll do now. Right, so let's have a look into some technical analysis of Cardano, and we will start from a monthly chart. This is Cardano versus the US dollar, and what I want to do is just start marking up a couple of key levels really, so we've got something to work off, and you can use them as potential entry points and selling points. So we're just going to mark a couple of levels on really. So firstly, that is a monthly level there. We did wick up and then it obviously returned and then went straight back up after, but that is a level there, and we will set that to the monthly. I don't want to set too many. You could say there's a monthly level there as well, and we will have that one right on that wick, so we'll put that there. So that's 2 monthly levels. Let's move down to the weekly. Let's just zoom in a little bit. What you're trying to spot is some of them big wicks up, which potentially act as resistance or support. You can see we've got one there, so we'll put that there. Change that to the weekly, and just see if we can spot one more. You would say there's one there too, so we'll have that one as well. So there's your monthly and your weekly support levels, and that's all I'm going to do. For entry points and that, usually I use a Fibonacci, so we have got them levels there, which are quite a fair amount higher than what we are currently now. I mean, you could have some daily levels down here which you could target, but I'm just going to use the Fibonacci for it, like I say. So I mean, what did we do up there? We went all the way up to $1.40. We had it on CoinMarketCap. So as you can see, we've got a lot of headroom to make just above. I think I might actually bang a couple of levels on the daily here, just so we do have a little bit of substance down here, because you can see that some of these bottom levels, I mean, you could say that's a good level there. That we did wick down to that level. We'll put that as a daily level. Just change that to the daily. There we go. It just shows that we've got a little bit to work from in the middle. And you could say there's one there as well, so we will take that as another daily level. And that's all I'm going to put on for now, because I do like to do say the Fibonacci is what I like to trade from really, and use it as my entry points and selling points. So as you can see here, this chart looks very similar to a lot of the top, you could say the top 50 really. Since the 13th of March we had that 57% Bitcoin dump, and everything else seemed to follow it, and you know, it's been a bit of a crazy time since then. So let's have a look what's gone on since then. So we take the daily level when it bounced down, and all the way up to the highest point we had this year, which was 8th of July. We've shot up 730%, so that's a fair old move. But it does look like it's starting to roll over a bit. It did yesterday, and then we had a crazy wick down. I think it dropped 11%, and now we've had 11% spike. So who's know what's going on with manipulation across the markets at a minute. But what I want to do is potentially look at some key levels to potentially buying in the future if we ever get this drop. So I'm going to draw a Fibonacci on from the bottom lowest body there and take it to the top body. And as you can see there, currently we are hovering around them daily levels now. It went all the way through and we've bounced back up it twice now. But yeah, I mean, I do think we're going to come down. So in my opinion, for some entry points, you should use these levels. So the next level is a 0.236% retracement, and we will hit that level, and pretty much it will bounce back up and come back down. Don't be shocked by my entry points here, because in my opinion, I think Bitcoin is going to tank at some point. I really think it's due. With all that what's going on in the world, with COVID-19, we've got economies collapsing, we've got the Federal Reserve printing off money left, right and centre, which inevitably will devalue the dollar. So I do think things are going to start to get a little bit nasty. Nothing is showing like it is at the minute, because everything's just been pumped left, right and centre. And like I say, look at that, 730% out of nowhere from the 13th of March. So we just need to be wary what could happen in the future. And this is where I'm aiming for. You might not like it, but I'm going to bang some orders down at these levels. I do think that we will, even that level, I think that level is pretty much, I'd say that's a given. I think we will hit that level, but I'm having some buy orders down here. We may hit down here, consolidate, we might wick down to this level, but there's no harm around some levels down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mark it up as my buy zone. Anything in these levels, I will be buying up as much as possible. I'll just mark it up as my buy zone there. So that's my buy zone. I do think that there is a good chance that we might come down there. This is nothing against the project. This is nothing against the Cardano community. I'm a big believer of Cardano. I think it's going to be massive in the future. But everything always follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a market leader, unfortunately, and when that dumps, everything else does seem to follow. And that also links in with the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. We're still slightly linked to that, and that's been moving up a lot recently. Tech stocks have been absolutely booming. Some Tesla's just absolutely massive. Amazon's grown about $150 billion in space in a few months. So I think the bubble's going to bust soon, and we're going to see some of these levels down here. If I just drop that down here, I do think that we're going to come down. Maybe not down to a bottom level, maybe not down here, but anywhere in that box will be a massive buying opportunity for Cardano. What I want to do is just show that on a Bitcoin chart, so ADA BTC, and just show you some potential prices that you could get in Satoshi value. And what I'll do, I will just draw the Fibonacci on from the 13th of March. Where was it? There it was. Sorry, I'll just zoom in a bit, I can't fucking see. So yeah, Fibonacci again from the 13th of March was there. We'll take that anyway. And go up to that top body. So at SAT value, my buy orders would be down this level. So anywhere from 500 up to 700, I think will be a great opportunity. We'll mark up again just my buy zone. We're currently at what we're at now, 1,319 sats. So I mean, it's going to be a fair old move to get down here, but I do think it will happen personally. So I mean, why not have some? You're not going to lose anything by having orders down there. The only thing you're going to lose if you're holding it and you're wanting to grow your bags and you don't sell it around these levels. I think that would have been a great level to sell at 1,400 sats. It would have been massive. But I mean, these levels are still good to sell it, in my opinion. Do not be scared to sell any holdings and think we're going to absolutely moon the day after, because I mean, some do, but the current certain times that we're now, things are going to retrace. So let's just boom back up to ADA chart, and I just want to talk about price predictions. Really, I'm not a massive advocate of predicting things that are going to the moon, because I just think it's neglecting other people's trading styles. And you could say, look, I think Cardano is going to go to $1,000, when in retrospect it's not. What we need to do initially is look at those all-time highs that we've had before. I mean, where are we now? We are there currently. And if we did a move up to all-time highs, that'd be another 1,120% price raise. So that is very possible. But this project is a class asset, and I do think all-time highs will be broken at some point. And I am giving it a very conservative estimate. I think we can hit $45, and I do think that's over the next 2 to 3 to 4 potentially years. I do think we can hit up these levels, and this chart will absolutely blow up. But like I say, do not just take it with a pinch of salt right now, because that's a long way off. And then, like I say, the circumstances that we're in currently, I do think we're going to go lower before we go higher. So yeah, that's my when to buy analysis on Cardano. Please make sure you do like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.